Welcome again to this channel where we do share information in terms of what is happening out of Africa. We are very much interested in sharing information that we know will help you. The information that are coming to you, the aim really is to inform you of the current situations and what is happening in Africa, so that you will be aware of the situations and you will be able to make good decisions that will obviously benefit you in days to come. And that's the reason why we're here, because we believe Africa shall rise again. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, let me please ask you to subscribe. Give us thumbs up, share with others, and give us your comment. The more comments we have, the more we're going to share, the more ideas for the content that we know that will be obviously that will be helpful to you. We don't just want to talk about what we want to talk about. Yes, we do bring you current news, but we want to touch on subjects that we believe are important to you. Hence, your comments will be really, really welcome. Today, I want to just basically, just for a few minutes, mention what is happening in the DRC, in the Democratic Republic of Congo, in terms of the conflict. If you have not seen a video that I did prior to this one, please do watch that video where I talk about what is unfolding in the DRC, in the Democratic Republic of Congo, a genocide that has been going on for many years now. We're talking about 25 years, over 10 million people have already died. But let me ask you a question. Have you heard this on a media, on the mainstream media, talking about what is happening in the DRC? No one seemed to be talking about this, but we're talking about over 10 million people. These are human lives that have been slaughtered and killed as animal, women, men, and children, abused in the way you have no idea. I would not dare share the images with you on this YouTube channel. Many of you would not just stomach what I will show you. The atrocities that are taking place, they're so horrendous. You have no idea of the kind of life that people are actually living right now there. Even as we speak, there is still conflict that is going on there. But my question here is this: who profits from what is happening in the eastern part of the Congo? Who is actually making profit out of this? All I can say is this, is that those who are making profit out of this, they would not want this to be on the mainstream media, because they are the ones that are controlling the mainstream media. They are the ones who are controlling the narrative. Now, you will watch on the mainstream media, people talk about somebody's haircut. A superstar somehow has a haircut, and then it will appear on the mainstream media. Somebody wearing shoes, or you know, the things that they will show you on mainstream media. You ask yourself, you wonder, is there nothing important in the world than just to see what they're dressed like in an Oscar sort of event, what happened in Hollywood, or the kind of car that somebody drove? Really? But that's the way that things work nowadays. The mainstream media likes to control people and give them a narrative, very much that, you know, that they think, or at least that's what they want you to know, because they have a way that they want you to think. Should they project to you what is happening in the DRC, you will ask yourself questions: when and how did this happen in the 21st century? Yes, it is unfolding. Yes, it is happening. 10 million people have lost their lives. 10 million people have lost their lives. Now, this is one of the most horrible things that's happened since World War II. It's a terrible situation. But like I said, my question here is, who profits from all this? The mainstream media is controlled by not even mega, but they're controlled by a few people. And those few people who control the media are the ones who have vested interests in what is happening in the eastern part of Congo. the high-tech companies that are actually making money from all the minerals that they are buying so cheaply from the neighboring country and also within the DRC itself. They will arm militia group. They will give them the supply of weapons in order to terrorize and butcher and kill their own people. But obviously they are not saying, do you know that Apple is here? Do you know that all these high-tech companies that you will know, I only know Apple because Microsoft is another one. You know, all the companies that you know, they are basically getting their minerals. The iPad you have, the smartphone that you are using, do you know that much of what you have in there is actually being mined in the DRC? Under what condition? Under what condition? If you see the condition from which these things are being mined, you will be so shocked. And I don't know if you will want to, obviously there is a necessity, there's a need for you to have your smartphone, but you know, I don't know if you will, not even like, but if you can stand the pain and the suffering that goes into the production of such things. I mean, children are being used. I mean, aside from people dying, you just see the kind of suffering that people will go through to mine those products so that it can be used and shipped over into America. What they're being paid is terrible. But all I can say is that the international community, shame on you, shame on the international community, shame on the international community, shame on Macron, shame on the US, shame on the shame on Canada, shame on UK. All these countries, they are backing all these militia groups, and they are backing Rwanda in what it's doing in the DRC. It's terrible. It's so dark and it's so evil, what these nefarious people are doing. It's terrible. These human beings, these human lives that are being taken every day so that you can live, so that you can make money, so you can basically own and control the world the way you do. Shame on you. And that's a bad thing that you're doing. And you need to, people need to know, they need to be aware of what is happening, the kind of butchery that is taking place in the eastern part of Congo. This is unbelievable. And then on top of this, I mean, what you do is some little aid, US aid, UK aid, Canadian aid, you know, French aid. What kind of aid is that? You come and loot, you kill, you plunder, and you do all sorts of things. And then in return, yes, we give you a little bit of aid. This is a terrible situation. Wherever you are, sons and daughters of Africa, you need to understand that what is actually taking place in the DRC today, it will take place in another world, because these people live on wars. They make money on wars. They make money on human blood. This is what they're after. They want wars to take place all over Africa. Look what's happened to Libya. Look what's happened to Iraq. Have you seen where they have gone in and caused all these wars? They leave the country in such a bad state that you won't believe. We need to wake up. We need to understand that unless we work together, unless there is a mutual respect for each other and respecting our own, understanding that we are blessed, that we have what it takes to rise as a nation, and we need to trust each other and support each other for us to emerge as a strong continent and be able to compete on a global level. It's only us who will do it. Nobody will do it. For the other continent, they want us to be down so they can only continue to use and continue to kill the way that they're doing now. And that's a terrible situation. What is happening in the DRC is terrible. It is bad. And like I said, UK, Canada, US, France, Germany, all these countries are behind Rwanda. They are behind the genocide that is taking place in the DRC, behind all these militia groups that have killed 10 million people. Why do they not say anything about this? Why do they not speak about this? And hypocrisy when they come to the nation. I mean, I get really upset when I talk about this. But I want you to know that we need you to share this information so people understand what is currently happening in the DRC. The president has taken a stand. He says, no, enough is enough. And he will put a stop to this. And we, sons of Africa, we daughters of Africa, we need to understand we should stop killing each other. Yes, Kagame is being used, Rwanda is being used, but most of the money, yes, they can get a little percentage out of it, but most of it is going to the Western world. So why would you want them to use you just so that they can make money out of you as well and keep you in power? Terrible situations. So I'll leave it there for now. But like I said, please subscribe to this channel, share this information, give us thumbs up. Until the next one, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye for now.